That kind of nerd. Let's start the show with comics, movies, and technology. Here we go, bringing you the segments that you're looking for, like Cape Talk, Screen to Stream, Tech Perspective, and more. Cast this nerd degree and the blockbuster. Welcome to the club, cause you're that kind of nerd.
Welcome, everyone, to That Kind of Nerds podcast, a show that tells you what's going on in the nerdy world. I am CJ Mellon, joined by Joshua Burns and Brian Thornton.
What up?
I feel the need to point out that Godzilla is 393 feet tall in the current movies, and Kong Skull Island took place in 1973, where he was only 14. So after
I hear you.
He's grown. He has grown.
We're saying
because
that
he was
that
14.
For somehow 47 years, he's grown to nearly 8x his adolescent height.
No, he has not grown to 8x.
4x, whatever. Even if he was 100 feet tall.
He was 104 feet tall at 14 years old, and over the past 40 some odd years,
did you grow 4x from the time you were 14 to the time you were 40?
Listen, puberty hits everybody differently, first and foremost. I feel like you need to back off on what my puberty experience could have been and just chalk it up to the fact that Kong, he's a late bloomer, he's a sprouter, He's just the guy
he certainly is.
He is that kid that you went to high school with who was like, oh gosh, I'm never gonna hit puberty, and then one summer, just bam, puberty hit him like a ton of bricks, and now he's 7 feet tall, and he's dunking basketballs on you, and
his heart grew
he's
three
freaking
sizes
going to
that
get
day.
he's getting the cigarettes for you because you can't buy them yet, That's Kong. I feel like you need to just simmer down just a little bit. That's why Kong is now as tall as Godzilla.
I don't want to simmer.
A. B, I've already started the GoFundMe to raise the money so that we can order CJ a Justice League dinner that will come to him a month after.
Well, I'm glad you talked about that because you know what? I think that's exactly where we need to start. So now it's time to turn our attention to the world of comics and see how it's affecting TV, see how it's affecting movies. But apparently now it may be affecting me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Cape Talk.
Cape Talk!
So we finally now actually have the menu, the actual detailed menu for the Justice League dinner. So Josh, we had talked about it. Again, this is a gourmet meal that's coming with some assembly required. Fine. I am now noticing the ratio of food to drink is getting a little too heavy on the drink side. What are your opinions on this full menu now that we have it?
Well, it certainly isn't. I'm not excited about. I'm looking at this this is not. I wouldn't consider this like a tasting menu of any kind.
Right.
No.
That was the defense of it was, well,
it's a burger. It's a burger, a can of tuna, and 5 different drinks.
It's I'm reading the thing. I'm smoked marshmallows. What?
Yeah.
Give me something I can't do by myself.
The things that had gotten unveiled, right? And I don't remember what it was beforehand, so I'm so sorry. So the ocean trench, right? That's the Aquaman meal, which is Icelandic cod, chips, and trench dressing, which I assume is just some kind of tartar sauce,
it's
right?
It's a can of pickled cod.
Okay. Then we got the Big Belly Burger, which we talked about. That's just a burger. The Resurrection, which is Superman, which is a corn and maple souffle with silver popcorn, with okay, in a ramekin. All right. Then there's the Wonder Woman one, which is just as you said, smoked marshmallows.
Nothing says Wonder Woman like marshmallows.
You get the Martian Manhunter, which is jalapenos, salsa, and cheese cookies. Now, is this like a British thing where they're calling it a cookie, but it's a Cheez-It that comes with jalapeno dip? What is a cheese cookie?
I can get behind the jalapeno cheese in a cookie format.
Right.
Salsa's where you lose me. What is the salsa component of these cookies?
And that's my question. Is this a cookie or is this the cheese cookies are separate and it's jalapeno salsa?
You mean crisps are chips?
Yeah, exactly. Because the picture doesn't have those.
I don't think cookies, these aren't Jammy Dodgers. That's not what we're talking about.
They're like an Oreo.
Okay, so this is an actual cookie. Oh, it is. Hold on. I see it now actually in the image. It is a cookie. All right. So it's jalapeno salsa
but it's
cheese
a
cookie.
Savory cookie?
I guess so. And then the bat, which is just a dark chocolate with gooey salted caramel butter. I'm sorry, salted butter caramel.
Yeah, no.
Caramel. I don't want to get into a fight.
It's just a caramel chocolate.
It's a chocolate bar. It's a chocolate bar. Okay, right?
Yeah,
and then
it's like that Ghirardelli like chocolate bar that you used to sell for like $1.
yes.
Just so you can go to the big trip to the carnival next year or whatever.
But in the shape of a bat. And then
in the shape of a bat. Yes.
And then we have Element X, which is just an energy drink. Then we get 2 beers, Jitters coffee, and that's it. This is not a tasting menu.
Who thought it was a tasting menu? Did you
That's
think
what
Warner
it
Brothers
says.
was?
No, the way that they phrased this was very like
Five
very
course, like a
bougie.
5-course thing.
5-course meal. They presented this as a 5-course meal, like as a big
For
course
a
meal.
13-year-old, King Kong would enjoy this on Skull Island before he sprouts up and then goes to kick Godzilla's ass.
Yeah, and then of course you get the box.
What's so special about the box? Is there a picture of the box?
Yeah, there's a picture of the box. It's just
I
a
don't
box.
see a picture of the box. Where's the
See
box?
that the mother's box contents? There's the box.
It's a mother box.
Oh, that's dumb.
Right.
Well, that's. I mean, it's just a cardboard box.
It's a collector's item. So there's a couple things that are collector's
Yeah.
items. Well, hold on. Let me read the description, Brian, of the mother's box. A collector's item in itself. This magnetic jacket box made of solid board comes alive with augmented reality.
Solid board.
Solid board is what it says.
It says solid board.
It is made of solid board.
Solid board.
Solid board.
It's the mystery board. Collector's item is this magnetic jacket box made from solid board that the moment you spill your shitty coffee on it is going to crumple into a million
here's
pieces.
the text that we were talking about. It's hold on, I'm going to try to do this. Create a reinvention of fan favorite Big Belly Burger, one of the fast food items from the DC universe. Sip on Jitters coffee and make I can't do it and make incredible dessert from the cornfields of Smallville. Within the box is a tasting menu of treats along with 2 beers and some surprise sensational extras.
Sensorial.
I can't even anymore with this. I'm just trying to keep my straight face on it. Sensorial extras.
Sensorial because it's going to attack all of my senses. Fans can also expect interactive games and exclusive content to enjoy online.
Right. So, Josh, what
do you think the games are?
I think it's a screen where they go, "Did you really buy this? You're a fucking idiot." Press F. Press F for yourself.
Josh, I have to pay respect.
Right.
Listen, inside Super Bowl Sunday, and I'm just gonna I'll highlight this. For Super Bowl
Why are you
Sunday,
putting your Super Bowl in my DC?
Inside, okay, I'm just gonna because they're giving us this wonderful tasting experience that's costing $130 for literally prepackaged popcorn and cookies. I inside of an hour made these cream cheese sausage meatballs with a sweet Thai chili dipping sauce. I made corn salsa, queso, and garlic bread, like pull apart pizza dip. Okay.
Right.
I put all those 4 dishes on the table and a cheese board and fruit, and everybody could eat whatever they wanted. Now, that took me an hour to do by myself before the game at home. And we had leftovers all week. This shit, what? Like, come up with something that makes it at least worth.
Josh, if you go down to the fact page, it tells you that preparing the food is part of the fun.
I agree, but this doesn't seem like I'm preparing much of anything.
Josh, if you were curious as to how long you can store the food, shelf life of minimum 3 days in the fridge. Minimum of 3 days in the fridge. And you can check the expiration dates included on the packaging.
A can of pickled fish.
That should last till the nukes drop. Like,
right, exactly.
What has a shelf life of 3 days on this thing? The
probably the
shitty
burger.
Burger King burger?
It's the burger. And that's the
It's a
thing.
Burger King
that is
burger.
the
It's a
only. And
Whopper.
let's be fair.
It might actually not even be the burger. It might be the lettuce and tomato.
That's true. That's true. The only thing you have to prepare, right? The only thing you're going to fire up an oven
Is the
for
burger.
Is the burger. That's it. Everything else is fine.
You probably throw this can of pickled fish in
like,
the
the microwave.
for like a minute.
You
comes
don't
in a pouch.
microwave pickled fish.
Oh no! For this you do.
No,
For
you
this-
don't.
For the Snyder experience, Josh, yes, you do. Then
No,
your
you
then your
don't.
house
Anyway.
smells as good as this movie.
Please go to That Kind of Nerds Facebook. You'll see a GoFundMe link where we're going to raise money so that CJ has to eat all of this on camera.
Don't you know what? I'm gonna make it. You've asked for
And
it. I will
you
I
know
will make
what?
it.
If every single one of our listeners donates like
It's for two, which
Two-
means that Jenny gets to
$2.
enjoy this
No,
as well.
no. Let's
We
face
can
it. There's
easily
no way
get
my
this
wife
one.
is eating this, right? There's no way.
No, I need if the GoFundMe happens, then she's got to eat pickled canned fish.
No way. She's not doing. I'm not eating the fish. Josh, I'm coming to your house.
in fact, I do feel the need to point out it does in fact say, do you have any boxes for one in the FAQ? And the answer is not at the moment, but we're looking at offering in the future.
For the
which
future-
means they expect this to be a big success.
Here's the thing. This is already coming after the movie debuts.
Oh, I'm well aware. So here's what I want to do. I want the GoFundMe up. I want people to donate. I want CJ to record himself eating and enjoying this accoutrement
Sure.
of tastes around the world while
Right.
rewatching the Snyder Cut
Oh, Jesus Christ.
on camera. I mean, I doubt we'll reach $150 to get this, but if we do, that would be amazing.
Right.
Anywho,
All right. So now that we have the meal
this is
set
a
up,
fantastic idea, Joshua. I don't think you realize just how synergistic this is. You're a businessman. You should know.
It's very synergistic. I've been
It's the most
synergizing all morning.
synergistic. I'm synergizing everywhere. It's just all over the place.
see, this is a classic lesson that Josh Burns taught me very early in life, which is to underpromise and overdeliver, and they did not do this at all.
No.
This is your classic overpromise and
Oh
underdeliver.
God.
Classic.
If the GoFundMe reaches its goal, I then need to we need to get together and discuss what order CJ will be eating these things in.
In order that
in
would
the order of the
surprise you.
menu.
And I'm thinking more in the terms of CJ eats these things only when that character is on screen.
Oh, okay.
So if Aquaman's on screen, he's got to try to eat that fish as quick as possible. The moment Aquaman is off the screen, he's got to switch to another food. So like he could go straight from pickled fish to chocolate in that scene where Batman and Aquaman are in the same place. And then if he makes it to a scene with multiple characters on screen, he's got to just eat all of them. Like that's kind of how I envision this challenge.
That's an interesting way to do this. I'll have to see what we can arrange. All right, but all of this is being
It's already arranged. You made the GoFundMe. All we need to do is we need our wonderful listeners to raise the money for me to further humiliate you. I've already slapped you once. Now I want you to eat this crap.
No. The other thing, hold on. The other thing that happened was over the weekend, what was thought was going to happen during the big game was a full teaser trailer for
No,
the
it
Snyder Cut. But
It was
now it's
teasers
been
for the trailer.
But now it's a teaser for the trailer. The trailer's coming on Valentine's Day. So they gave little snippets and saw some things. I did see the black suit Superman. We also
Yeah,
got
I
some
haven't
other
watched
shots
these
of
things
Jared
yet.
Leto. So I'm curious. Snyder's been lifting out a couple of these little teasers for his trailer. I mean, did anything in here strike you as interesting? Was there anything of significance in some of the footage that's been displayed?
Well, I'm going to watch it now, but I'm going to still be on record as saying he's just trying to build the hype machine.
And so was HBO Max. HBO Max is desperately trying to build a hype machine on this.
Yeah, no, they're just taking advantage of the hype machine. They're taking advantage of the 20% of people who really, really wanted to make this happen and now trying to make it 100% of the people who will be excited to see this. Here's the thing. In both this teaser that I'm looking at right meow and the trailer that we got, I don't even remember how long ago, Darkseid doesn't look great.
No.
He doesn't look great.
I'm not.
Like,
I'm not a fan of the character designs. You're right.
and it's not even like the design. It just seems like he's unfinished. He seems like a video game character. And in a world where now I've seen Thanos, and Thanos looked great. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. Here's the thing. I don't think the movie's going to be bad. Movie, miniseries, whatever you want to call it. I don't think it's going to be bad. I definitely don't think it's going to be terrible like you do. I think this has nothing but success written all over it because they have hindsight. And they know exactly what not to do now. It's just...
I mean, DC has proved time and time again that they don't know how to do that. That they can't work that all
even
out.
with hindsight, like,
Is that a new
different.
superhero? Because that's the only way that's going to make sense.
This is different. This is something that's never been done before. This is something that
That's true.
We saw a movie. We heard all the critics and fans, and we know exactly what they hated about this. So let's do what is going to make it good. Like, I don't see this being terrible. I see this at the very least being good. I see this at the very least being on the same level as BVS.
Something that we can get excited about is during the big game, we were told not to watch this trailer, but go to YouTube to watch this trailer for Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, can I just say how smart that was?
Right?
Like, we're just going to give you 30 seconds because we don't want to spend all the money on 2 minutes. But, just go to YouTube. And everybody did. So, there. It was a smart marketing strategy.
That's true. The traffic for it was really good and was a little bit better than the actual game. So, Josh, since we want to get off that DC hate train, come on board and tell me about that MCU goodness that you've got going on here.
That's not. I don't even. Yeah, it was fine.
He's not excited by it.
Really?
It's what
I'm
look,
excited by it.
It's hard not to get hyped up watching a trailer that good. I don't think the show is going to be as good as the trailer was.
I think you're going to enjoy it way more than you think you're going
No,
to.
I probably will. But
Right.
like,
You know why I think you're going to enjoy it?
Because you like Lethal Weapon?
Because it's Lethal Weapon. It's Lethal Weapon with superheroes.
I do like Lethal Weapon.
I know, and that's why you're going to enjoy this show.
All right.
And I do love the fact that I can finally get to see Sharon Carter kick ass. Like, you get a nice snippet of it in Civil War, and then she like makes out with Captain America and then disappears. But like,
Floats away forever,
she's a badass character, and like I wanted to see her do spy shit. It looks like I get to see it, and I'm excited.
The over-under
I'm looking
on
forward to
Bucky
it.
Barnes saying I'm getting too old for this, or in some way insinuating that his age is too old for...
Well, he's 100 years old. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
You can
that's
make the
true.
joke.
That's true.
Anyway, I'm super excited for this. Bought into the hype, hook, line, sinker, especially after what they've been doing with WandaVision and seeing what they're able to do in these long form kind of
Did you watch this week's episode?
I did watch this week's episode.
Josh, did you watch this
Oh,
week's
yes.
episode?
The Malcolm in the
Absolutely.
Middle?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. If that's the thing you're like,
No,
really
no.
excited for, like, okay, Malcolm in the Middle.
Every episode that we see of this, I want to tie it back to the thing that they're homaging to, right?
Okay, so this is just a part of the show now. We're gonna talk WandaVision. So,
Falcon and Winter
spoilers.
Soldier looks really good. When's it coming out? March 19th. All right, yeah, we're in. Okay,
Falcon
cool.
and Winter Soldier looks amazing. I'm really excited for it. WandaVision, spoilers. And you might want to put in like a little disclaimer of, hey, you might want to skip ahead 3 minutes because Brian doesn't give a fuck about spoilers. Everything that I've been saying to you is turning out to be right from what I can see. Yes. Well, the commercial is the dead
Yeah,
giveaway.
what was the commercial about, please?
Oh.
It's a deal with the devil. The commercial is this kid making a deal with the devil. I want to survive. Hey, here's this yogurt. You'll survive. It is exactly what I've been saying to Josh in private because you never watch it at 7 o'clock in the morning
but the
like
kid
I
can't
do.
open the yogurt, so
He can't open it. Right.
Withers
So,
away.
Right, so he
So he
dies
dies.
anyway. But it's that deal. And I'm telling you, Wanda made a deal with the devil. She made a deal with Mephisto
Right.
to get Vision back. So that's why we're seeing her powers amped up to 11. She's in control, but she's not in control. She's being manipulated. And because she's just in this constant state of fear of losing Vision and Pietro now, she is going to create mutants effectively. At the end of this episode, it's her expanding that bubble, and everybody who gets caught in it is either going to be a mutant or 90% of them are going to turn into mutants. Like, something's going to happen because they even said that Monica Rambeau's DNA was rewritten
Yes, twice.
on a cellular level.
Yeah. But she's also the only person to have, besides these other guys, right? The people that they sent in. There's only a few people that have actually passed through that barrier twice, right? So like their DNA has been written twice. That's like it's good stuff. And then his hair in that episode in the town square was these devil horns, and I'm sitting there going,
it's completely. That's more of an homage to Quicksilver's comic book.
Was all right. I didn't know if it was. I knew it was a little bit, but I also thought a little.
He's got these little wings on the back of his hair,
Right.
And they like just over exaggerate.
Well, I thought they were nudging both things and saying, "Yeah, this is the old haircut, but also devil horns, motherfucker. Maybe I'm Mephisto."
Listen, I've been saying from the beginning that Mephisto's involved. I've been saying from the beginning. I know the mysterious Ralph is Mephisto, but I'm just trying to put in the pieces of. I think the head of sword has something to do with it. If he is not Mephisto himself or an acolyte of Mephisto,
guy? Hayden, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, Hayden's definitely under the control of
Hayward. Hayward.
He's got the diplomas are in the shape of that hexagon.
He's got the hex signs. He specifically is manipulating the situation to try and kill Wanda.
Right.
I think Mephisto made a deal with Wanda, and now it's getting a little bit out of control. And Mephisto's realizing he can't control Wanda. So now, okay, we have to take out Wanda. So he's manipulating the situation to try and get Sword to take out Wanda. Proof positive that we see a 10-second snippet of Wanda taking, Vision's body with no context at all. I guarantee you Hayward did or said something to her that pissed her off.
Right. Like, hey, we're going to make him a weapon.
And there's something, I think he wants to make Vision a weapon because that folder called Cataract on his computer that Darcy found.
Yep.
I'm sure it has to do something with Vision.
Yeah. Very excited for where the show goes, and I want more of it now.
There we go.
Okay.
That's your latest update on my theories that I'm right and the show's amazing. Falcon and Winter Soldier looks great.
So Josh, this is something that was I think put into the show notes by you. It's right up your alley, which is the Fantastic Four. The betting odds right now are favoring the casting of Krasinski, Emily Blunt, and
Emily Blunt?
Yeah, sorry. I couldn't even.
Does she make like a nice little cake?
Yep. All right. So anyway, I'm kind of curious. Is this something you're actually betting on, or is this just wishful thinking?
No. I like prop bets anyway. You can get them. But this seems like I don't know. Kind of seems like kind of easy money. Like if they're giving you,
what are the odds on this?
No. Wait. Is this like a betting thing? Is this something that I can actually bet on?
Yes, this is something you can actually bet on. Just like who's going to be the next James Bond. You can bet on that.
You can bet on actual casting rumors?
Yeah, you can, Brian, you can bet.
You bet on anything. You can bet on absolutely anything.
You could bet whether there was going to be a streaker during the big game.
Right. And there was that guy actually made money and it paid his bail by making the bet of being a streaker, and it was him. That's false?
Because he's a dumbass.
Oh, yeah.
And was all over social media talking about it.
Oh, he lost.
They closed his account. Yeah.
Well, then don't be a dick.
Right. Don't be dumb.
Right.
I don't know. I don't have a
don't be suspicious.
I don't have a Bovada account, so I can't tell you what the odds are.
Do you need the account to look?
Okay, so anyway, I'm seeing Krasinski. I'm seeing Krasinski Blunt, which I like. I never thought about it before, but Giancarlo Esposito as Dr. Doom is kind of perfect. So yes, please give me. I've never heard of the guys that are front runners for Johnny Storm and Ben Grimm, so I don't feel either one way or the other about it.
Is that what we want though for a Johnny Storm? Give us someone who we don't know.
Zac Efron.
You want Zac Efron as the Human Torch?
Yeah, why not? I know he could be an a-hole. I know he could be altruistic.
No one knew who Chris Evans was until he put on the flame torch.
He can definitely pass for Emily Blunt's brother. Like, I don't see why not. He's already got the physique.
Okay.
He's a decent actor. I kind of want Dwayne Johnson as the thing still.
Right now they have they got a bunch of Academy Awards props. They have who will play Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz remake.
Don't even start me on that one.
the Lion, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Wicked Witch, blah blah.
Hang on a
blah.
second.
Sure.
CJ, I do feel the need to point out to you that the Judy Garland Wizard of Oz is itself a remake. You know
Yes,
that, right?
yes, I do.
So why are you all pissy that they're remaking?
Because the second remake, pretty fucking solid. I think it stood the test of time. I think it stood the test of several generations. I think we nailed it. No need to remake it. We got it. You hit the nail on the head. You guys did movie magic. You maybe threw some asbestos where you shouldn't have. I get that. I think we nailed the Wizard of Oz. I think we're done.
But
I don't think we need to remake Gone with the Wind either. Like, we don't need to do that. We're good. We said
who's
we got it.
remaking Gone with the Wind?
Nobody, and they shouldn't. Right? We're
They
good.
shouldn't.
Exactly.
Not because that movie's perfect. Because no one wants to make a movie that glorifies those things anymore.
Let me give you a few of the props that are happening right now because I think the Fantastic Four one is closed.
Okay.
The favorite to play the Wizard in the Wizard of Oz remake is Mark Hamill. The
Interesting.
favorite to play the Wicked Witch is Elizabeth Banks.
Ugh, I hate that.
You've got NPH as the favorite to play the Tin Man.
Yeah.
You've got David Tennant as the favorite to play the Scarecrow.
Oh, that
Also
would be
good.
sick.
And you've got John Bernthal as the favorite to play the Lion.
Wow.
All of a sudden, CJ wants to see a Wizard of Oz remake.
Oh no! I want to see those guys on Broadway. Just put them on a stage play. We're good. I don't need to. I don't.
Well,
need to remake the movie.
there is some of that because just as a runner up to each of those, you have Dwayne Johnson, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and Robin Lord Taylor as the very close runners up.
Who's the favorite for Dorothy?
Sadie Sink
I've never heard of her.
with Haley Steinfeld right behind her.
I do know her.
I don't know.
Who's the favorite to play Toto?
My brother Drew, because he's done it twice. Never mind. Both of my brothers play Toto.
Sadie Sink is Max in Stranger Things.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to
There
see
you
this
go.
as a Broadway production.
I want to see it on film.
I think this stuff can be entertaining. I think CJ, this would be a cool thing to
This
look
is-
at for like Oscars and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is good for. I like this website for just taking some of those bets on that. Almost like a
I
cast
want to
this
see
thing.
a new Wizard of Oz film now just to anger CJ.
Well, everybody wants to anger CJ, so sure. So I should say things that I want remade and be like, I don't want that at all. Right? That's what I should do. I'll think about this. More
Yeah, but
carefully.
I'm not stupid. I know you well enough.
Anyway, I like this, Josh. I'm gonna have to make an account and never place any bets because I'm too much of a chicken.
How much
do
would like
something on it.
what's a normal bet look like?
Right,
How
if
much
I
are we
want to
looking?
place a bet on John Krasinski right now,
it's
what's
like
I gonna?
$5.
Well, no, that's
like,
the thing is that particular prop bet, as far as I can tell, is closed.
Just looking at the Wizard of
Okay.
Oz thing, like what's an average bet?
Yeah,
cost?
so like, well, no, I mean you can bet whatever. The favorites right now are plus, right? So it's actually like for every, if I bet on who the hell did I just? Where did it go? It went away. It went bye-bye.
I bet Haley
If I bet on Mark Hamill, right?
Right, okay,
it's a plus 140. So for every dollar I bet, my winning is $1.40.
So you
Makes
want to go with
sense.
some of those outside people if you really want to cash in, and then hope you're right. Brian, you should have a job in Hollywood, so this should be easy money for you. I don't understand why you're sitting on this.
I didn't even know this was a thing until
Well,
3
there we
minutes
go.
ago.
Something. Be 18 to bet. Something. We're not giving advice. Something. Don't sue us. Right? I think that's
If you
the
have a
disclaimer.
gambling addiction, call that phone.
1-800-GAMBLER. Right. I think that's the disclaimer we have to give. We're not giving advice and all that stuff. It's just us being us. All right. Cool.
Who said we were giving advice? I was just he was.
Brian, you can
reading
bet
from
on
the website.
esports. You can bet on esports on this site.
I don't like how you chuckled after that.
Well, it doesn't make any sense to me.
You're gonna get people. You're gonna get people very angry. I'm gonna get a letter.
You've never watched an esports match, so clearly it's
I'm
not
going
gonna
to
interest
get-
you.
I've watched like the Madden challenge.
No, I'm not talking about Madden. I'm talking like Counter Strike, Valorant, Overwatch. You've
That's
never
what.
watched any
Yeah,
of that,
you can
so.
bet on Counter Strike here. There's there's some serious favorites up here.
All right, Joshua Burns.
What?
I see that you have a bone to pick with USA Today.
Well, I mean,
What do they do this time?
Well,
Likely.
they did not feature us in the headline for Back to the Future when they reprinted that. So I thought that was a personal slight. But they put out an article that said the definitive ranking of all 23 Pixar movies, including Soul.
anytime anybody says definitive and they haven't called me, I don't want to fucking hear it. You're wrong.
Right. Okay. So, I've was there something egregious on there, or just the fact that you were not consulted?
I mean, do we want to talk about how many? Of
No,
these
I'm just
things
asking.
are
Was there
egregious, or-
something that when you looked at this, you're just like, how dare they?
Yeah. Starting with how dare they have cars and monsters, anything below? Like, how do you have cars below Soul? How?
The first Cars?
Yeah.
Because Cars is not that great a movie.
Cars is not that great a movie. All right, so then
Soul
then
is
here's
most
it.
certainly better than the first Cars.
So here's
Shut
what I
up.
will
and
say.
I enjoy the
And then
first
you have
Cars.
all the Toy Story movies in the top 10. How?
Okay,
Yeah.
So here's
No, that's accurate.
Hold on.
That's absolutely accurate.
No, it's not.
Hold on.
Yes, it
Shut up.
is.
Both of you, be quiet for like the.
This is why we shouldn't do this.
Do you not want to do this?
No. I want to do
Oh,
it, but
okay.
it's going to be a lot of screaming.
Well, that's
so prepare
fine.
yourself.
So Josh, I figured then. Okay, we were mad at USA Today, so let's actually make the definitive ranking of the Pixar movies between the three of us right here. Now, I know that things are about to get extremely heated.
It's going to get very ugly.
Very
quickly.
Just know after all of this, I never want to speak to either of you again. Oh, I mean, no, we're gonna be friends forever. Okay, so
As a very wise man once said, hold on to your butts.
here's the things I'm not including. I'm not including like the Luxo Juniors. I'm not including these shorts. I'm talking the tent pole releases, right?
Luxo Jr.?
Yeah, their first Pixar short.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we're not
okay,
doing
I
that
gotcha.
stuff, right? We're talking the movies, right? The tent pole things. So this is going to be that kind of nerd definitive ranking of the Pixar movies.
Okay, so real quick, let's establish some ground rules. We're going to go through movie by movie, but we need to be able to move these movies back and forth because
It's not, but no. These aren't, we're not putting them in order. We're putting them in tiers.
we're putting them in tiers.
Put
There
them
are
in
6 tiers, 23 movies. All right, I'm on board with
Okay,
this.
because I don't think we can honestly say definitive like 1 through 25. Like that's not what we do, right? We want to say
No, we could probably figure it out.
okay, well then we can put everything in tiers and then figure it all out if we have.
Yeah, we can do that.
We're
next.
making this up
Okay.
as we go. It's fine. All right, so
Toy Story's an A.
let's start with Toy Story is an A.
Yeah, most
You're
certainly.
going on not on the S tier, not the shit that launched.
No, I'm not putting the
1,000
first
ships.
one on the S tier. No,
Joshua
because Toy
Burns?
Story 2 and 3 are better than the first one.
That is true. You're right. Okay.
I have no argument.
Okay. A Bug's Life.
D.
I see it best.
I was gonna put it at C. So we have 2 C's.
All right, I've been outvoted.
Okay. Toy Story 2.
That's S.
Josh.
I don't disagree.
Okay. Then we got Monsters Inc.
A. Really? S? All right, I'll give you S.
All
I
right,
do
cool.
like Monsters Inc.
S. Finding Nemo. Really?
I would say I'd venture A. I'd say
A or B?
A. For the first one, yeah.
The first one, I'm gonna go. I would put it on the same length as Toy
For
Story.
animation alone.
Yeah,
For the animation alone,
I would go
it's
with
an
that.
A.
The Incredibles. I know you guys
S.
are just gonna put it
S.
on the S tier, right? There's no
Just
discussion
S.
about that.
Just
Right.
S plus.
First Cars.
C.
I would put it with C. I would put it Bugs Life.
It's a
Oh
C.
my God, that's crazy talk.
It's not that great, Josh. I'm
Whatever.
sorry.
Josh, if you feel passionately, I will bump it up to B.
No.
All right, C tier it is.
C.
Ratatouille.
S.
S.
Wow. Not a thought. Wall-E.
A.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Up. I put that
A.
as a B.
A.
Oh, okay. All right.
The first 10 minutes can go fuck itself, but A for the rest of the
Oh
movie.
my God. Anyway, that's why it's on the A. Toy Story
S.
3.
S.
I believe
Toy
this is
Story
3.
3 is an S.
Is this Toy Story 3? I can't tell.
That is Toy Story 3.
Okay.
3
Hang
is
on
the
one
one with the pink bear.
Yes, with Luxo. Yes. Or no. His name's not Luxo. But yes.
Lotso.
Lotso.
Hugging
is-
bear.
Lotso.
Lotso
Lotso
hugging bear.
Cars 2. I
F.
think that's in the F or D tier, right?
F.
D. Yeah.
Brave?
No, F. Brave is a D.
Brave is not a D.
Brave is hands down a D. It is a
I would put
mess
Brave
of a
in the
movie.
C ranking. I'm not going
If you're
any-
putting Brave in C, then
Josh?
I say B, but okay.
No.
it is a mess of a movie.
Hey, listen, if we're stuck between A, B, C,
I'll
and D,
cut the difference and say C, but I mean,
all right. I'll put it in your D tier for right now. Then if
No, you can. I mean, I'll cut the
He
difference.
just said
if you
split
want.
the difference and put it in C.
all right, it's in C. All right. Monsters U.
B.
I haven't even seen it. I'll be honest.
It's okay. It's
The
enjoyable.
Good Dinosaur. We're gonna put that in the F category, right?
Yeah, that's an F. That's not a good film.
Inside Out goes in the S tier,
S.
Yes.
right? Then we got Finding Dory.
F.
C.
Yeah, you said S.
F.
No, I said
Oh,
C.
Yeah, I would put it in the D category also.
All right, I'll give you D.
Coco.
S.
S. Yeah.
Okay. The Incredibles 2. I know you guys are in S
S.
material. I think it's maybe an A, but I voted on this one.
I mean, I would give you an A.
Yeah, you can drop it down to A, but
Drop it down to A.
Right.
That's fine. Go
Toy
for it.
Story 4.
That's a B.
You said B tier.
Yeah. I enjoyed it, but it's not.
Yeah, at best.
All right,
nearly-
bold move.
It's definitely the worst Toy Story.
Onward.
What is that? Oh, is that the Chris
Yeah,
Pratt one?
It is.
Yeah, it's a B, but I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it, but
objectively,
overall, it's a B. It's a B movie, which then puts us on Soul.
Soul is a B. Cars 3 is a C.
Cars 3 is a C,
Yeah, it's about as good as the first one. If we're gonna put the first one in C, then the third one.
but the
should be in
second
C.
one's an F.
The second one is trash.
Did it get
Second one's
better?
really
one?
bad. It's really
It
bad.
got
I
better.
really don't remember the.
The
all right,
third one.
cool.
Third one got better.
Is there anything in there that I'm missing that's not a real
I don't think
movie?
so.
I think we got them all right. All right. So in our S ranking, we have Coco, Inside Out, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Incredibles, Ratatouille, and Toy Story 3. In the A tier, we have Toy Story, Finding Nemo, Wall-E, Up, and The Incredibles 2. In B, we have Soul, Monsters U, Toy Story 4, and Onward. In C, we have Bugs Life, Cars 1, Cars, right? Brave, and Cars 3. D tier is Finding Dory, and in the F tier is Cars 2 and The Good Dinosaur. Does anybody...
Okay, now we get to officially rank them. So
Yeah.
let's start from the
Hold on,
bottom
before we do that,
up.
does anybody else think we need to arrange any of these tiers?
No, I think the tiers are fine. I still don't agree with you on Brave, but I think the tiers are fine.
All right, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to put in the show notes our tier list for this, so that way you can see our rankings and take a look at them. So now we actually have to rank them. I need a scribe for this one because I can't.
I can scribe.
Cool.
What is the worst Pixar movie ever? It's
Good
Cars
Dinosaur.
2. It's Cars 2.
Good Dinosaur.
I'll watch Good Dinosaur before I watch Cars 2. Are you
I
kidding
will
me?
watch Cars 2 before I watch Good Dinosaur.
No.
Yeah.
No,
No.
no, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You're outvoted on this one. The Good Dinosaur is the worst Pixar movie.
This is not a democracy.
No one said it
I'm
was.
right.
Josh,
I'm the
Josh,
one
are you the note taker?
I am.
And I have the screen up? Okay, cool. So it's F. So it's the last one. Then it's Cars 2.
Yeah.
Which then takes us to Finding Dory. All right, now we're in the C tier here. So we got A Bug's Life, Cars, Brave, and Cars 3.
Bugs
I would
Life
say
next.
Brave, then Cars 3, Cars, and Bug's Life.
I'll take Brave over all of the other three.
Oh, really? So you
Bugs
have Brave
Bugs
up
Life
here.
is.
You're saying Bug's Life's
Life-
the worst of all of all.
No. Bugs Life is worse than Brave and Cars 3.
I'm trying to figure out. All right, so C tier, Bug's Life, Cars 3, Brave, Cars. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, then we're I think
Monsters U is worse than Monsters U is worse than Onward.
mhm.
I would say Toy Story 4 is even worse than Onward.
I'd put Monsters U above, at the very least.
Wow. Okay, so you're moving Monsters U towards the top of the B tier.
Yeah.
And then,
I haven't seen Soul, but what
Soul
I
is, Soul
I
is
really
better
enjoyed
than
it.
all of them.
yeah, Soul's the best out of that
Yeah.
B tier. I would say Toy Story 4 is better than Monsters U, but I can't objectively say that. That's just my bias. So I'm okay with that.
I
So,
mean, I can objectively say, I understand why Josh says Monsters U. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm good with that.
okay. All right.
so we
And
have
the A tier-
Onward,
Onward, Toy Story 4, Monsters U, and then Soul. All right, then we got our A tiers here: Incredibles 2, Up, Wall-E, Nemo, and Toy Story.
I put Incredibles 2.
Yeah, Incredibles 2 at the top. Incredibles 2, Toy Story, Wall-E.
I would say Nemo is worse than Up.
Yes.
Nemo, Up, Wall-E, Toy Story, and Incredibles. I'm thinking we could interchange Wall-E or Toy Story at any given day, but I'm okay with where it's at right now.
All right.
All right, then our
here's
S
where
tier,
it's
and
gonna
then this
hit
is where
the
things
fan.
get messy, right?
I'm
Toy
just
Sto-
look before Brian goes nuts. I like if I'm putting these in any order, I would say that Ratatouille and Coco are sort of 1A, 1B for me. Incredibles is right behind them, and then Inside Out. That's me.
I agree with everything except for Inside Out. I would do Toy Story 3 before Inside Out.
Okay. But I put Ratatouille and Coco 1A, 1B.
I completely agree with you.
So I think it needs to go Monsters Inc., Toy Story 2, Inside Out, Toy Story 3,
Yep, there you go.
Incredibles, Coco, and Ratatouille.
I'm good with this.
Yep. Okay, so Josh, would you kindly read the That Kind of Nerds definitive ranking of Pixar movies?
From worst to best.
From worst to best, correct.
Good Dinosaur, Cars 2, Finding Dory, A Bug's Life, Cars 3, Brave, Cars, Onward, Toy Story 4, Monsters U, Soul, Finding Nemo, Up, Wall-E, Toy Story, Incredibles 2, Monsters Inc., Toy Story 2, Inside Out, Toy Story 3, Incredibles, Coco, Ratatouille.
That went a lot faster and a lot smoother than I thought it would. I thought we'd have a lot more
Yeah, I
fighting.
thought there would be more blood.
But I think we're like-minded on this one. Okay. So now out of
I
curiosity,
still
Brian,
don't
you-
agree
you-
with
you
either
raised-
of you on Brave, but
you
okay.
raised the question: what did USA Today have as their number one movie?
Yeah, what was USA Today's?
Monsters Inc.
Fuck them.
Right. Right. Well, hold on. So our top 7, what we said were superior movies, right?
Yes.
Ratatouille, Coco, Incredibles, Toy Story 3, Inside Out, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Brian, their top 7 from 7 to 1,
Sure.
they have Inside Out, Finding Nemo, Toy Story, The Incredibles, Coco, Toy Story 2, and Monsters Inc.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, right. I mean, Wall-E was 11.
Oh no.
Ratatouille, they had it 14.
No. What?
14. They had Finding Dory above Ratatouille.
Oh no.
Finding
no.
Dory is awful.
Finding
Right,
Dory.
right.
Yeah.
Like, not awful, not like Cars
It-
2 awful, but it's
in the
bad.
scope of Pixar, it's not great, right? Because let's face it, if we threw in DreamWorks movies into here, if we threw other animation studios, I still think a lot of these Pixar movies would beat them out, right? We probably still end up with the top 7 that we ended up with.
Well, yeah, the worst Pixar movie is some other studio's best film. So, I mean,
exactly. I'm fine with this. I know though that we have shots fired. We have definitely started.
I'm going to get a text
some
message.
more. Oh, we're gonna get messages. Again, don't text Brian. He doesn't care. You can text me or 484-373-4119. That's the That Kind of Nerd hotline. Just
Oh, we're still using that?
text that. Yeah, it's still there. I still get things from it. I haven't checked it in a while, but we still get things from there. So very interested to see what you guys think of our Pixar rating. Again, I put the link to this in the show notes, so that way you can also see kind of where we're at. I am very interested to see if any of you crazy nerds, you listeners out there, are going to contribute to this GoFundMe to make me eat this box of food I have no intention of eating. More power to you guys. Anything you guys have to add before we wrap up?
I mean, I've got a whole month to convince people to donate to the GoFundMe, so I'm in good shape.
We're going to see.
I'm going to get Sarah McLachlan to sing In the Arms of an Angel.
We can't afford that.
And then we'll just be like, for just $1 a day, you too can humiliate CJ.
No, you need the Dane Cook 15 cents guy. Okay, anyway. All right, that's enough. Oh, God. Has anyone checked in on that dog that just died? Oh, that was Brian. I'm so sorry.
All right, there's a reason.
I'm so sorry.
You think I'm offended?
No, I'm not. Nope. All right, well, thank ye, listeners.
Thank ye,
listeners.
and thank ye self.
Thank you, listeners, for
Blimey.
making us whatever it is we are to you right now. Your walk around your neighborhood, your drive to work, or your grocery shopping extravaganza. And we'll see you.
I listen to podcasts while I'm in Target. I do.
And we'll see you on the next episode.
Well, welcome to the club, because you are that kind of nerd.
Oh, I left my water. You son of a... Oh, you're drinking a Polar.
I am.
He's a homeowner, so now he's upgraded his seltzer game there. All right.
That's not true. I still have La Croix.
I
had a La Croix earlier.
I got a case of Liquid Death. So it's sparkling water that is carbonated more like a beer than a sparkling water. So like
Tell me more.
the fizzies are totally different fizzies.
Okay.
I'm all about the different fizzies.
So I mean, it wasn't cheap. I think I paid like $15 for it.
Wow.
from Whole Foods. But it's pretty fucking dope. And then so what I do is I take the sparkling water and I put in V8 Splash Peach Mango,
Right. Okay.
and it's delicious.
So that
So let me
way,
get this straight. You're getting the non-flavored,
Yeah,
different
no
fizzy water.
no
And you're
flavors.
splashing in your own flavor.
Yeah, you just put in a couple ounces of delicious
put
juice.
whatever flavor you want in there.
Absolutely.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Yeah, it works well for cranberry.
I have cranberry juice.
Yeah. Zoe does the lime sparkling water with the splash of cranberry.
That sounds like a drink after my own heart.
Indeed.
so what I'm
Zoe,
really
she's
hearing
a
is
smart gal.
you stole the fizzy lifting drink. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be waxed and sterilized. So you get nothing except for delicious flavor in your water. So instead of what's your V8 splash again?
Peach mango.
Peach mango. So your seltzer is peach mango.
That's
versus versus a LaCroix, which would be
right. That's right.
right.
So what I heard was CJ wasn't actually paying attention to you because he was trying to remember the line from Willy Wonka.
I was trying to remember.
And then had to have you repeat
Just
what
the
flavor
Just
you
the
actually
flavor.
were. Instead of being a good friend and just listening to what you had to say. I listened, Josh. This is why we're the
Let me ask you a
Bernstons.
question. Who
Indeed.
is shocked by that behavior? Raise your hand.
You're a dick.
Nobody? Okay. Right. I think we all know who I am. And I know who I am, sir, and I'm comfortable with it.